Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. So out come the Texans for their opening drive.
Leading them out in his 2nd season now out of Stanford. Here's Davis Mills.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First play, Mills looking to pass.
Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Now Mills. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Here's Mills.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Texans had a woeful 3-12 on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now Mills on the bootleg.
Steps away.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Pierce. Will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
14 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jerry Hughes has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about one-man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Alexander Johnson, the one to drop him. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On play action, Mills. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
throwing. Mills.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Mills to the air again. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. On 3rd down, here's Mills.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here that add to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Shifts by him. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And the Texans will take over. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mills.
His throw incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
To throw, Mills.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10.
And partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their 36-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, 2 cold-weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mills now from the 50.
And this is incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Mills now.
And he fires one, but incomplete. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Houston's offense taking over again. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Trayvon Walker
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Mills to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
3rd and long for Mills.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Chenault, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Derek Stingley picks it.
He's at the 30, 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Here's Moore on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 42.
They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Mills.
That's complete to John Ross.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Mills on the bootleg.
He's got his man on the crossing route.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now Mills.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Mills.
And that is incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Mills.
Got a man. It's Brown. Call it a gain of a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. And, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A 1st down throw for Mills. This one left side caught by Collins. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Fuller run show Fatukasi. Breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Mills. That's underneath to Pierce. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. He'll take the knee in the final couple seconds. Will tick by in this 1st half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's a busy Week 17 of the regular season, so let's get right to it. We begin on this New Year's Day up in the Big Apple. Last night, they got to...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. As they begin their 2nd half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the 2nd half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. As far as 3rd down plays go, one where you say, hey, let's run that one back.
No, I think right now the play caller, he's either circling that one or highlighting it or whatever to know not to call that one again. It's going to be a heck of a postmortem with the head coach to try and defend that one.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw is Mills. He's got Jordan complete right side. To throw again on 2nd down. Mills got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Play fake, Mills. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Mills. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Pierce will try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 9-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal...
Touchdown, Jaguars! Zay Jones, 52 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. taken at about the 1.
Returning it, John Ross.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw from Mills.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in though, and it's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Ready, Brick.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Again, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Houston set to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is...
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Give to Pierce.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
18 more yards there and another first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
First down, Mills. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing again on second down. Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Pierce. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
A lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, here's Mills. Touchdown! Nico Collins, a 14-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now left side on the swing pass. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. Lawrence will throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
You ready?
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Lawrence. Connection made with Chenault. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And the Colts have scored to move in front. Matt Ryan with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Returning it is Moore. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Davis Mills and his Texans offense get set for another possession. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he gets it down to the 32. 99 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Going for it with Pierce. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs up there are starting to have in this game. A little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run here with Pierce. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it will set them back for 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Mills to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 3rd and goal, Mills. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on first down.
And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one we're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On third down, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll take it just outside the 40.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Now a handoff for Pierce. He's got it to the 43 here.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Mills.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Mills. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A 1st down throw for Mills.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans. John Ross, 32 yards.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Lawrence on 3rd down.
Complete to Jones.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Now Lawrence. Screenplay, here's ETN.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Robinson will try to pick it up. Well, they needed two. They could only get one. Fourth down.
This late in the game, Charles, you maybe seriously have to think about going for it, especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll run for it with Robinson. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this third down play takes place. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they'll run with ETN. Oh, nice move. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. LaVisca Chenault. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They go again with Pierce.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 12. A minute 17 remains. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And now out comes Houston. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the title as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston,
they get a rare victory. They're 4th to go with their 12 losses.
ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Full from all of the bass. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators, could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping. Over the